So, a TEKEX podcast. I personally never thought that I would do this, but I got over myself, and I got over myself because of this lad here, Louis. He said TEKEX is sort of perfectly ripe to undertake that medium. So, thank you for helping me get over myself as a self-deprecating 43-year-old. And to be clear, Louis Pike is helping the Guernsey TEKEX move forward as well, which is great to have you on board. And just a little bit of history. Louis worked at PwC, really talented accountant, got all your studies, and then entered the Vaon Award, I think it was, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
And
indeed.
you won it.
I did, on the young entrepreneur side.
You got $5,000.
Yeah, $5,000.
What was your idea?
Well, fit me in. And this is kind of how I got involved with Adrian as well, with Uniteverse. So again, kind of involved in that after leaving PwC after 3 years at the start of the years to explore all this exciting new stuff with TEKEX, being involved with you, Tom, the rest of the team, this exciting journey. And then speaking to Adrian last year, who's kindly behind the camera and just done the podcast with yourself on Uniteverse, and we're looking to kind of amalgamate some of the Uniteverse ideas in the fitness industry.
And you've taken the TEKEX stage. Is it intimidating?
I didn't find it intimidating, I suppose. I think it is, you get like spoken to Adrian and you've done it for many years. I think the TEKEX community itself is great. I mean, my inaugural one was in Guernsey at Northern Trust when we were doing it there. And that one was, I'd say, more nerve-wracking than probably going to the bigger audience in Jersey, even though, I used to actually work before going to the event. But I think for some people who are my age, public speaking is a massive
You're
barrier.
24, by the way, is that right?
I am 24, yeah. So just to
show the gap between us.
And how do you...
43, yeah. Almost double.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, to your point, I think I was lucky enough to do some leadership stuff at school and cadets and all that. That set me up pretty well for public speaking. But looking at other people, particularly in my industry where you're in an office, it's, the public speaking opportunities are, I would say, limited until you're kind of more senior in your career. It can be an intimidating place. And I think it's a great, like TEKEX, because of the network, the ability to talk about the ideas, it's just a great platform to allow people to kind of get over that first hurdle. And, it's particularly the Jersey event. I mean, Jersey event's brilliant. I mean, Guernsey events are getting better and better year on year, but the Jersey event is really mature, etc. Got great connections. C5 space is amazing in both islands. And I just want to gauge a much sort of my generation into all the great things that are happening, which again, I don't think people are aware of. There's loads of cool things.
That's awesome. So why did you convince me to do a podcast? And it makes sense now, but what could you see that I couldn't in the TEKEX community? And I'm really grateful for enabling me to see that.
Yeah, I suppose it's the way that we ingest media. And like I think when I first pitched it to you, and again, we trialed it quite well last year when we were doing TEKEX Gen, and shout out to Tom Ogden and Alex Fair, etc., who are brilliant and very much in contact now. And we were kind of like, well, how do we ingest media? Well, I don't actually ingest media like BBC News and watching TV and stuff since, I would say, about 2013, when I was 13. It was more around YouTube, Facebook, kind of, that's how my generation, now TikTok, shorts, short-term attention spans, etc. And then you really then saw it with the recent US election, where arguably Donald Trump did a lot of the podcasts and gained a massive voter base in the younger audience.
Bingo. We mentioned it.
Yeah, there we go.
We did AI bingo. Trump, there he is. He's got in.
So, yeah, exactly. And I think he's and that was the keynote of going, right, okay, TEKEX is awesome because we've got the platform, we've got amazing speakers, you're meeting people, great founders like Adrian, and again, other guests that are coming on today. And I was like, actually, we've got a really good platform here to get our message out across a much wider demographic than just doing the events, because I think it acts, it casts on net wide. You saw with Trump getting that kind of younger audience and younger engagement, and we've got so many great stories to tell across all the islands. I think it's a great medium to put it out there into the ether and see what people think, and can actually tangibly go, oh, brilliant, I've just seen this new business. I wasn't aware of that. But, if we can tap into a little, even a slither, even if we just get 10 people that we engage, just 10 more people that can be part of our network.
Yeah. Louis, thanks for helping me overcome myself and launch this podcast. I can't wait to get it out. And if you want to connect with Louis, Louis, Louis at TEKEX.co. Certainly with that younger generation as well. TEKEX has open doors. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, brilliant. Catch you on the flip side.
Nice. Flip side. You were doing so well, Louis. Flip side. Did they say that anymore?
That's going to be clipped.
Give back.